All right, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We have a few trades that we are going to do. First and foremost, let's get a lot of things ready. Let's get so this one we're going to get ready. We'll take the opposite, 10.5. We've got a couple trades we are down to roll with. We're supposed to risk 500 bucks on that. Yep. Well, actually, then 750. So about one contract. 1C, opposite. Now, next thing we've got is this pre-market range, which is from here to here. Pre-market range, whichever direction it breaks in, that's fine. We're going to use 150. It cannot go past 150 or negative 50. Gotcha. Sounds good. Excellent. Excellent. So what this is this is the pre-market range. That's going to be the range of the day, and all we do is we'll wait for it to break and then come back. Is that right? 730? Correct. 730 high, and then 830 low. Excellent. 4 points. How much money would that be? How many contracts? That's 3 contracts on those windows. 3 contracts. 3C to 50%. Roger that. To 3C to 50%. We're going to put this as a 50% line in here. 50% line needs to be the target, and that's it. That's all prepared. Everything's prepared. I'm going to take this trade, the opposite of this one, and then we'll also take whichever direction it pops and comes back to. We'll take ESH. Excellent. And then let's look at bean oil overnight session. The bean oil overnight session went from this bottom to this top, which would be 0.90. It is greater than average. That means what we're going for is overnight continuation. We want the middle third burst. We want the middle third burst. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to get that. I can tell you right now. Doesn't look like we're going to be able to get that. It needs to print in the middle third and then burst away from it. Therefore, it is not going to happen. It's going to open right next to its high, which this setup will not. It's still technically positive there, but I'm not going to take it. Let's take a look at HG. It's just not. The win rate drops off. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to sacrifice less trades. I'm going to sacrifice trades for a higher win rate. HG needs to be over the 0.0645 of the overnight range. 0.0645. 0.0645. Gee whiz, this 1730. 1 bar is the entire overnight range. That's insane. Wow, 0.0445. 0.0645 is the average. We do not have a trade in copper. We do not have a trade in bean oil. Those are all done. All we have is ES right now. Sounds good. We're prepared to take it. We are prepared to take it. We are prepared to take this. All right. So we're waiting. We got 1 minute. So if the pre-market does break out, and it actually breaks out more than 50% of its range, which is basically if it breaks this high, this is no longer in play. If it breaks this low down here, the trade is no longer in play. This one down here will be in play regardless the entire day. It honestly looks like a buy down here, but the odds say it's, I mean, in the past year and the year before that, it's definitely negative to take that trade. So I'll be able to take, I'm going to do that. That's what I'm going to do. All right. Did you do a time when it breaks? Yeah. I don't know. I did the time analysis. Bam. I did a time analysis on when it's supposed to do that, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't see any relation. I might do another time analysis on that. As far as the power hour retest. All right, we got a break. We haven't had a break here yet. No break yet. Once this breaks, this zone is live, whichever direction it goes. It doesn't matter to me. No break yet. Bean oil is just launching at this high. Honestly, if it opened in the middle, it's really likely. It's really likely to work. If it breaks the, I haven't done it where it breaks the high and then comes back. Breaks the low and then comes back. Have I tested that? I think I have tested that. So it breaks the high right now and then comes back into the middle third of an aggressive overnight session. Would this work? I feel like it would. All right. This zone is live. We got entries at 62.25. Repeat, 62.25.
Order rejected.
There it is. And then my stop loss would be at this high, which is 66.50. And that's it. If this wants to keep on going down, this disqualifies the trade. Disqualifies it. As far as bean oil goes, I am going to look up if the overnight continuation works when it breaks the high and then comes back. I feel like it could. Let's see. I think that's such a good setup because it had a great push in the overnight. All we have to do is make sure it breaks the high. Yeah, it breaks a high or a low. So here we go. This one. In general, so breaks the high and then comes back. This would be exactly what today would be. And it's completely random. The results are really, really, really random. I just want to see if this places the trade. I'm going to see if this places the trade for me. Because I do want to see what it would do. Let's do it. Generate. Yeah, generate execution. No order confirmation. Send it.
Order rejected.
Why can't I do that? Oh, it's not a tradable. It's not a tradable. BOH25. I have to actually have the actual contract. Send it. It's about to hit entry. Come on. Excellent. Pre-market is still not broken our the 50% of it yet. So this trade is still live if we get in there, if we get involved. We're about to hit entry on this. Don't you get entry here? Should hit entry. It might not be doing what I want it to do. So the high breaks the high, the daily, the overnight high, and then comes down, and we buy at R66, which is true. It's all true. All of that's true. Oh, that's why. Send it, send it, send it, send it, send it, send it. Boom. Yes. Do not cancel order. There we go. It should buy. I want to see if it does.
Order filled.
And we're in. Cool. Okay, the algo is working. So it is. And the results of that algo is completely shitty to random. So I'm not taking it live. I just wanted to see if it does work. I would think it would work. An aggressive overnight, and it comes back, and we would see that this entire area works. The middle third, like, all right, we want to see some respect happening there. And it's just not good results. It just isn't. We have pre-market has broken outside of the pre-market range by more than 50% of it. This throws off that trade. That trade's out now, out of the window. The only trade left I have is this power hour retest here, which has technically a 75% chance of working. However, my stop loss is much further away than my target. It's a 0.5 R. It can still have edge with a smaller risk reward. You can, as long as you win more. You have to win much more. In this case, 66% of the time, and I win 75% of the time. Apparently, the system does. Okay, so what's going to happen is we are going to take this short down here. We're actually going to wait for it to go all the way down here and then short. And you know, that's what the odds are. So I'm just going to do that. This would be my stop loss. Excellent. That's my stop. So let that thing go. It looks like it'll bounce from there, dude. I honestly don't like the trade at all, but whatever. I want to see another result of bean oil break like that. Do we have another trade anywhere? We do have a couple trades here. How is this a trade? How is this an overnight session that's large? That doesn't make any sense to me. Where's the overnight? Oh, damn, it is large. Never mind. Here's the overnight. Down here all the way to the open. All the way up here, actually. So what does this mean? It means it breaks the low, comes up, and uses this entire middle third section as the short, and we grab 1R. Similar story the next morning. It went from here up to where's 8:30. Bam, up to here. It breaks the high, comes down, and it looks like it goes right through the middle third the next day. So we lose it the next day. And in this case today, we've got the overnight has pushed it up, and it broke the high by a little bit and coming down into the middle third, and we're seeing if it's going to push up and out. Overall, it's negative expectancy, so I'm definitely not going to take that. I'm just not going to take it. All right, let's take a look back at ES. ES is getting closer and closer to my target, my entry. So 26, 50, 2650. I gotta go short. One contract at 2650. I don't like the area. I don't like it at all. Doesn't matter what I like though. I figured like if any power hour bottom is gonna work, it would be this one because it looks like a demand zone. It's outside a local distal line or regional distal line right here. It would be an aggressive entry if it keeps on falling. I would assume it not to work, but I can't argue with the stats, you know? 15.25. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see. No, I actually buy it at the stop loss or area. I'm shorting that. I'm bunting this zone. I'm doing the opposite. If it comes down here, I'm short for this to pop, for this little distal line to pop. In general, that would work because the power hour range the third line should be up there. Yep, that means it has to be actually bigger. You're right. 2950. That's right. Because that is the power hour range. There you go. And that's what is going to go for. That's what we're doing. Ugh. Oh man, this thing is just dying out here. That's interesting. How is it a 53% win rate, but it's negative? I'm not sure exactly why that is. I don't include slippage, do I? I'm not exactly sure. Risking a grand a pop. It looks pretty much the same. Might be some slippage somewhere. No, it looks pretty much the same. I include commissions, but I don't think it's that crazy. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, mate. But it is negative. Definitely goes down. Not by much, though. Only 3R in a full year. So it's really not bad. So this thing is just sending downwards. It looks like it will range. Honestly, it looks like it will range. I didn't do stats on, okay, if it breaks that, can I use the bottom third? Is the bottom third better if the middle third just gets sliced through? We can test all these things. I mean, asking that the middle third, let's say asking the middle third gets busted through in this literal same circumstance, instead of we allow the middle third to break, does the bottom third generally produce a bounce? Just generally, I need over a 50-50 chance and we're okay. I have no idea. I would have to test that. That's another freaking thing on my list of things to track. There's a ton of things that can happen. Or where it breaks the overnight range at past 8:30, and slices in the middle, and the middle third zone did not work. does the bottom third zone work? On overnight ranges greater than average. I don't know about that. I feel like it could. We're waiting on ES. It might be a little bit. Oh, never mind. It's getting close to my entry here. Look at that middle third go though. We'll see. I do want to test that. I'm waiting. I got shorts at 29.50s. Literally after it drops a huge amount, I'm gonna short it. Well, I think that's what happens. People think it's undervalued, so they buy. And it drops more, and it's like even more undervalued, so they buy more. And then before they know it, they're snowballed a gigantic position against them. I've done that before. That's why we have to assume that at any point in price, whether it just dropped, whether 5 minutes ago it was up at 60.60, now it's at 60.20 in 5 minutes. Well, that was 5 minutes ago it was up there. That's not the price anymore. Price is here now. Are you saying that it's not a 50-50 chance to go up or down now because it's gone down? No. It's still a 50-50 chance regardless of where price is. And that's confusing. Just think of like cocoa or coffee is all the way up. I mean, the charts are unbelievable. It just goes up, way up. Is it a 50-50 chance up there? It is. It's a 50-50 chance right then and there to go up
Order
or to
filled.
go down. The middle third just snapped. I do want to see if the bottom third works. I feel like it would, honestly. I feel like it would at least provide a bounce because the middle third provided no bounce. Does overnight range means nothing to people? Does it? We don't know.
Order filled.
We are in short on the live setting. That was in the simulator. We're live short. We're live short right now. My stop loss has got to be 57.50. This has a 75% success rate. That's what it says, bro. That's what that stats say. So, and I know I'm doing it right. So, because I back tested freaking everything. So we are just sitting tight here. We are sitting tight. We're short. We're short for this zone to snap. Our stop loss is up here at 57.50. Our target's at 15. Yes, our reward is smaller. Look at the bottom third work here. I am definitely going to back test this. The bottom third, if it breaks in a shallow way and then snaps right through and tries to range, does the bottom third work as a zone? I think it will, dude. I honestly think it will. I am going to back test that. Let's do it right now. We're up 250 on ES, but that's nowhere near target yet. It's sitting at low of day. This is the hardest part between low of day and my target because it can snap low of day, and we know what happens when it breaks a low of day, dude. Freaking random shit happens. Just like this. Just like in bean oil. It broke the high of day. Bam. What happens? In this case, it was an anti-breakout. It faked like it was going up, I suppose. And it absolutely sang downwards. What happens on the ES if it breaks the low of day? We see a continuation. Because this was the low of day. Unless it rips upwards. We'll see. We will see. Nothing I can do about it except sit in the passenger seat and have my seatbelt on. And that's all I can do right now. Nope, I'm not driving. That's for sure. I wish I could. I don't understand why. Why would we still be in bean oil? The algo is supposed to get out of there at that 33rd line. That's interesting. Sell stop. Yeah, I got sold stop. I don't know. I think it was a little messed up because I had a late entry. Who knows? We are absorbing a bounce here on our zone. We will wait. I'm going to backtest this middle third section real quick. So the high or low breaks and then comes back, and I'm actually going to allow it to go straight through the middle third. If the lowest three. So if the open breaks the overnight high, then begin. What am I thinking? It has to break straight through the 33rd line. So from 33rd, so from R33, no, from R66 to R33, it has to slice before breaking the overnight. Before breaking that high. Oh boy, I have to create another range. Fine. I have to create another range bound thing. This time it can be highest 4. Because I have to track how far it goes after it breaks the daily high, the overnight high. So the high is 4, low is 4. Got it. Now we can start them over. We are down $280, $300 now, $250 and counting. Yeah, I know. It sucks. Yeah, it's sitting there. Our target's down at 15. It totally broke that overnight low and gets a bounce right now. It's totally bouncing. It's literally bouncing from my zone. Yeah, not a good thing. Look at that bottom third work. I am testing that right now. I really like that idea. I bet it works, but I could be wrong. So if the highest 3 is greater than highest 1, so if the overnight high, it gets broken right away in the morning and then comes back. If the lowest 4 is less than R66X, or sorry, R66X. Now I need a track. Now I need to track if it breaks the high again. Do you want to break the new high or the middle third high? Not the new high. I want to break just the overnight high. Sounds good, because we're not changing that. Roger that. So if it breaks the high, comes down to the R66 line, which is that start of the middle third, and then at that point in time, I need to track it again. You're right. I do need to track it again. I need to track if I need to track another high and low. Now we're down $400. Is ES, is it going to be the one where it just rallies? I'm screwed if that's the case. Oh my gosh, I'm taking edge. Fucking A, bro. What do you got to do, dude? What do you got to do? You know what I'm saying? What do you got to do? And also, in the past, I'm starting this system in a good time because it's just following a couple losses. We're like, wow, losses aren't supposed to happen. They're 25% of the time it happens in the past freaking 2 years. And it's just happened. A couple losses happened just this year. So I'm starting this at literally a perfect time, I would think. Look at this bounce. The middle third is, the bottom third is working. Look at that bottom third work, dude. It's such a good bet. I think so. What matters is this shallow breakout. If the day breaks, and then just in the afternoon it comes back to the bottom third, that's a different story than what's going on right now. Look at how shallow of a break this is. It's not even 10% of the overnight range it broke by. Barely broke, and then rips down, slices right on through, ranging downwards, the bottom third. I'm thinking that would work. We're still down $400 on ES. We're risking 1,500. We have a super high win rate. That's why. To make 700, it's a 0.5 R. Now it's not. I mean, now we're down $500, which means it's pretty much a 50-50 chance of losing. Or less now. Oh my gosh. All right, so highest and lowest. We're going to create another one. Number 5. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So if it breaks the overnight high in the morning, comes down right away, slices through the middle third. It gets into the R66. Now we start counting. Tell me if it breaks. If the highest 5. If the highest 5 is less than the day, the overnight high. Yep, less than the overnight high. And the lowest for, so let's say lowest 5, doesn't matter, breaks is underneath the R33 or 33X, then place the trade. Then place the trade. Absolutely. at market. Just do market order for now. Just for preliminary. I think that should work. And this is just doing longs right now. I just want to make sure it works beforehand. And in this case, yeah, we're still down 500 bucks. Obviously, I hope it's going back, but I don't know. The bet says so, but clearly the market's saying no. Market is saying no to me. If I'm long, then my stop loss is at R0 and my target is at R66. Okay. Sounds good. Send it. What's wrong with it? What's wrong with it now? Let's see what happens to it now. So, no, I don't need... Oh, yeah, I'm going to get lost here. I'm definitely losing. It looks like it's running upwards. Gosh darn it. I'm trading with fucking edge, and that happens. That's bullshit, bro. So this one didn't work. This probably doesn't take any trades. No, it does take a few trades. Then what's our issue? Highest is less than low. Yep, lowest is less than that. Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna lose. Gosh darn it, bro. Literally, look at that. Oh my gosh, bro. I couldn't be more wrong. And the stats are on my side. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? The stats are drastically on my side. I know exactly. What the fuck, dude? It's amazing. Well, the back test was. We take the bottom 0.33, yeah. Use 2 ROA as a stop, yeah. That's what I'm doing. That is so bogus, dude. Just absorbing this filthy freaking loss, bro. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. That is what it is right now. Definitely gonna lose. It needs to go up by just a little bit more to get me out here. Man. Couldn't be more wrong. I don't know what I gotta do, dude. Yeah, I don't know what I gotta do on that. 128.25. We got in at 8:30 something. 8:30 something or another. Look at that rip, dude. We got in at 8:45. Yep. Look at my zone that's supposed to lose work. Imagine that. Am I missing something? No. I'm not. I already looked at the ranges. The range, whether big or small, doesn't actually matter. At least it didn't matter. Because not all the large zones work. Not all the small zones work, you know? Whatever. I guess it's just in one occurrence. 14.75. 1400 risk. Which is 56 apples to make 712. Man, it breaks the low of day and just decides to sing. These lows and highs, man. These lows and highs, I tell ya. They matter. They for sure matter. There's some shit that happens on them. Yeah, I'm about to get stopped there. Anyways. So why is this not working? The close is less than lowest 5. Zero 930.
Order filled.
And I'm out. Filthy freaking loss. Just ridiculous. I take a 75% back tested bet and I lose. Wow. Brutal. All right. I want to find the lowest 4. No, I'm probably going to discretionarily do something. Just scrape $100 at a time somehow. I don't know. I don't exactly know what I'm doing. Then we've got our R33 and then lowest 5. Yep, lowest 5. Excellent. See it? Oh, it stops me out and then rips down. Wow. How much did it stop me out by? 1 tick? Really? Okay. 128. So we've got, I'll tell you, it breaks the overnight high, comes down. R66 should be at 45.44. Yep, 43. That's good. The R66 is right. If R66 lowest 4 needs to be needs to be underneath that. Lowest 4 is underneath that. It's 45.11. Excellent. Good. Okay. What else? So that's right, working. Now I want lowest 5 needs to be less than R33. So all the way right needs to be less than, so 45.11 is less than 45.14. What's the issue? Highest 5? What is the issue? Highest 5 and then highest 1. So this should buy. This should buy. So highest 5 is less than highest 1. Is that right? No, it isn't. That's why it's not working. Highest 5 is greater than. Why is the highest 5 greater than that? Yeah, now it's fucking going down. Wow. Do we reset highest 5s? Yes, we do reset them. They are intra-bar persist. Then what's the issue, Holmes? So if the lowest, boom, it breaks the middle, the top third 9. We start seeing where it goes. The highest 5 right after that breaking. How is that 79? That's just not true. If lowest 4, hold on. If that lowest is less than R66, then start computing. Yep. Well, if I see something, I'm gonna take it. But yeah, this one's broken. This one's destroyed. This one completely crashed and burned. That's A491. That one's over with. Just a straight L, dude. Straight L. I got really close to my target, but couldn't do it. What account was that in? 70147. Yeah, that's a big loss. That blows, dude, for sure. Alright, so why is this so hard? Breaks the high. Boom, breaks the high. Then we start tracking it. If that tracker goes down to R66, right here, we start tracking again. And if that number breaks the high, if that highest 5 needs to be less than highest 1. How come highest 5 is 79? That's my concern. How come highest 5 is 71? We're going to have to look at BO in the 1 minute chart. BO 1 minute chart. There's no way it tapped into this and then ripped the high open. That just doesn't make sense to me. Oh, it's the low and high. My bad. Might be. Might be. We have to use closes. You're right. 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 We have to use the close because it updates every minute. We can't use the high and low because it's a 30-minute bar and we are looking inside bars. So we have to use the close on the 1 minute. There we go. So we are taking longs there. And yeah. Excellent. Surprised it didn't get to the target, but that's okay. Interesting. Okay, what's the back test looking like? I just want to see one more example. So it does take the bottom third. This one doesn't do it. That definitely doesn't do it. The hell? Doesn't make any sense there. What's the issue here? Time equals time end, then do tradable equals false. Not sure. Let's see if that eliminates that. Nope, it does not eliminate that. What the fudge, bro? I'm gonna have to deal with this later. I don't exactly know why this is an issue. It takes the trade that I want it to take, but then it's taking trades that I don't want it to take. I'd have to look into what that is. And I can if I wanted to. Fine. 121 at 09. 121 at 09. What's the issue here? 121 at 0900. Doesn't make any sense. Okay, that's why the lowest is broken. There we go. Okay. We're in. We're in. I just want to see how many trades this takes. Yep. It looks good. It looks exactly what it's supposed to do. So in this example, we've got the overnight. The overnight range is from here. Bam to where's the overnight high, which is right here. Bam. So it breaks it in a shallow way, just like it did today. Breaks it, comes down, slices through the middle third, enters into the bottom third, and it gets bought up. How often does this win? This looks to be about 50-50 chance. What? This is a 50-50 bet? Are you kidding me? No way. No freaking way. Let's see the next one. The next one's a winner too. It must have just won in the past 3 trades. Where are the losers? I want to see the losers because that just doesn't make sense to me. I think it's a great idea. I'm not afraid of losers, but I just think it's better than 50-50. Come on. So we see here that the overnight high and low is right here. Bam. To bam. And it pops it just like it did today in a shallow way. And then it rips down, slices through the middle third, and we buy the bottom third. You can see that it tried, but it failed and eventually went down. Interesting. So that didn't work. So losses happen. Sometimes I just need to see it. Losses do happen. So that's a 50-50 bet. In general. This another loser. Let's see this. This one didn't break in a shallow way though. This one broke. This one broke big time. Huge break and then comes back. And I think that doesn't work as well. But I don't know yet. Alright, interesting. And we didn't even add shorts into play. It's a 50-50 bet there though. Look at my zone. Look at this zone. Look at this zone. Why didn't I just press buy instead of sell? The stats tell me to go short. Fuck you, stats. You were wrong. You were wrong. I'm not supposed to be wrong. I don't want to be wrong. I don't like being wrong. That's just so unfortunate. You know what I'm saying? I'm just more ready to take the next trade on that setup. The stats say it's so much better than that. 75%. Come on. Seriously? Do you really think it's 75%? It's for a 0.5 R. I mean, that's not the best odds. 0.5 R. I'll show you. I'll do it right now. I'll do it 2x. I guarantee you it'll show it. All right, I'll do it. I'll show if it lost today. It's overnight trade 2x. It should have taken today's entry. It should have taken today's entry. Let's see if it did. And then obviously this is on Bean Oil right now, so I gotta go to ES. There you go. So it did end up working. So I coded it the opposite way. It's just how I have it, but that's fine. In general, this chart should go down. It should go down since I'm just going to the last year. It should go down. And this happens to be one of the wins. I did code it the opposite. Look at how far negative that is. How would you not want to short that? And it's been flat for this period of time. It's been flat since October. We're expecting it to continue downwards. And that's what I'm doing today. And guess what happened today? It went up. It went up today. You can see that today's entry that we exactly did was one of this planned entries. And in this case, remember, I coded it the opposite way. So why would we want to go long on this chart? No, we want to go short on this chart. So I do the opposite, and I get cooked today. What a cook-off right there. Complete L. But it doesn't happen very often. How often does these L's happen? 26% of the time these L's happen. I mean, you see the graph. It's ridiculous. It's really, I mean, there hasn't been much drawdown on this chart. It's only gone down. It's paused and gone down. Paused and gone down. That's the only way to do it. And I'm not changing my mind on that. We have a computer back test that says that is where you're supposed to freaking short, not long. And it was wrong today. It happened to be. The past 2 times was winners, and then there was one loser. One loser again. One winner. Oh, going for a 1R, I don't think it's as profitable. Sometimes 1Rs happen. I can optimize it right now. 1 to 2. I don't want to go out further than 2. If I lose, I lose. I don't want to be risking freaking 4 times my reward. That's just unnecessary. Sure, you have a higher win rate, but I'm just not about that. You see a 1R, I already know the results. The 1R is better performance for this system, which means because I'm shorting the system. You can see you make 25, you lose 25 grand. Both of them are negative. Either way, I'm taking a short there instead of a buy today, and I did what's right. And 2R is by far better. You make double the money if you have a bigger risk on than reward. Double the money on the same amount of trades. Guarantee it. And you're making 0.5R. And you're making 1R if you do a 1R, right? Well, more risk is better in this case. It is. Same amount of trades. So I guess I just needed to see that. I mean, I did what's right there, but we just absorbed that loss, I suppose. I suppose, man, there's not much else to do. There's not much else we can do except note that, annotate it. There's no other trades. I gotta backtest a shit ton of other ideas to add to my amount of trades. I literally have 5 setups that are for sure, and that was one of them, and it just so happens to freaking lose. And then I have a lot of things in the works. I am curious to see, man, look at this trend on ES. Can we trade discretionary? By all means, dude. By all means, you have a discretionary account. Make $200. That is an uptrend, my friend. That's just what it looks like to me. It breaks the overnight low and it breaks the overnight high. What percentage of the time this happens? Not very often, I tell you that. Not very often. $75 to 100. Let's take a look at NQ. 75 to 100. Well, what percentage of the time does it break both the overnight high and low like it just did? Can you tell me that? Yeah, I can. 18% of the time. This is an 18%er today. It's an 18%er. It happens all the time. 18% of the time. It has broken both high and low. What happens when it breaks both high and low? I thought I answered that. Does it break the latter side by more than the first side? 55% chance, yes. It breaks the ladder side more. So 55% chance it'll break the high more than the low, which it looks like it's already trying to do. That's not going to give me a solid bet. I mean, 55% is a tough one. At 1300, if one side has been broken, what are the odds? The other side, no, that's not applicable. Oh, there we go. 50% of the time it closes past the ladder side broken. Are you kidding me? I can't believe it. It's literally 50%. I know, not 51, not 52. It breaks both sides of the power hour, or sorry, the overnight high, which is here, overnight low, which is here. It breaks both sides now. What are the odds it closes above this line? 50-50. So what does that mean? It means that this is pretty much the 50-50 mark. This is the oscillation factor on the ladder side high. So we're bullish in general. There's a 50-50 chance it'll close above high or low. That's what I'm thinking. So it's bullish in general. I didn't do the odds. If it breaks the low again, wow, that would be obnoxious, but that could be the next stat. Yeah. What's the chances if it breaks the low, then the high, and then the low? What's the chances if it breaks that last low? I don't know. It's going to be a smaller sample. We'd have to go back multiple years instead of 1 year, because it only happens 18% of the time, just if it breaks, both sides, let alone in the first hour of the market open. Holy shit. These option premiums must be in really big, because this is really this is volatile, even though it hasn't really gone anywhere. This is showing energy, you know what I'm saying? It's just showing volatility. Yeah, well, I hope I can make some money in discretionarily right now. Looks like it wants the rally-based rally right now on the high. I have no idea. I'm having a hard time doing discretionary trading because I literally have no idea. Yeah, I generate an assumption, but then I recheck it like, wait a second. Why do you think this? Because the candlestick looks that way? Oh, okay. And how do you know that will work? You don't. I have no fucking clue if it will work. Absolutely none. Yep. Unless I backtest it. I'm pretty much committed to that. It's just how I'm thinking. Because I'm just done. I'm sick and tired of just, hoping, thinking it'll work. Oh, this is giving me everything. It's my setup. When it's just not showing anything better than random. Let's take a look at bean oil. But I am willing to do it. I'm trying to get $200. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do. $200 starts now. $200 starts now. What can we do? What can we do? This is testing discretion. I guarantee you it sucks. But I bet I could get away with $200. Look at soybean oil. I wanted to go back to that chart. I think it's heading straight down. All right. So it's entering this low again. That's a tough one, dude. I don't know. I mean, it was a great overnight open high breakout. I mean, look at this. This break was fantastic. Went for 1, 2, R. Just, oh, the overnight goes upwards. Then I buy the break of the overnight, the first 30 minutes. We have yet to test that perfectly. That's another priority. That's got to be in there. It's in my list. I see it all the time. It happened again. This time in bean oil. Happens all the time. I'm telling you, man. That is interesting. It probably only works for trends like it did. And it happened in the overnight again. And no, not this overnight. This one was a mixed bag. Last overnight worked really well from this. You just sell short. Oh, first 30 minutes, whichever direction it leads. Oh, it goes downwards. Okay, sell short. You literally the entire time. Obviously, that was a very, very rare chance that it goes down that far. And then we try to do it again. In this one, it would have been broken. It would have broke that trade last night. So there is a lot of losers. I see the wins and I just get some reinforcement. This looks bearish to me. I honestly would hate to frickin' sell short the break of the high again, but it looks bearish to me. What does that mean? Pretty much nothing. Other than it looks like the red bars are folding over each other and it's creating a top. That's what it looks like to me, honestly. Bam. I'm going to do an anti-breakout. I would love this if it breaks the low. 68.25. I'm going to be in long. 68.25. That's what I'm going to do. Bam to bam. Where is my 1R, please? And it just got rejected at the low, which is not a good sign. That's a breakout bar prevention. I don't like that. I want it to just slice through the low. So I'm canceling my order. Again, we only need $200. That's very small. Very small. Okay? That's all we need. Just $200, all right? Can we do that? How do we do that? We do... I don't know, position size correctly. Try to make $100, risking 100 or 50. Okay, it looks bullish. Wow. Wow, let it rip. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Yeah, that looks like it's folding green. Looks like it will break the high. It could form a holding split right now. Rally, base, rally, protecting a whole lot of free space underneath. It's possible, dude. It is. Allow it to snap, yeah. Fine. What was just rushing down there? Bean oil? Bean oil is just running at this overnight low right now. Allow it to snap. Yeah, I would allow it to snap. I would not want to pick it up underneath it. It just looks like crap, dude. Look at that. Wow, look at that reversal. So it basically did huge move up, huge push down, and now to break that low, that thing is really, really, really toppy. It looks like it's a selling. And I'm sure everybody can see that because it's a daily chart. I would let it run right at this low. It's possible that people would put their stops here. I would put my stop there and just bet on this momentum continuing. That's a 1R risk reward relationship there. I don't know what'll happen. But I do know that is singing right now. I might want to buy the break of it. Like right there. I could see that breaking though. Alright, back to ES. I got really nothing on that. I'm going to go to gold. It is trending, yeah, but we'll see what happens. Gold is rallying. Looks great for a rally. Middle of range, and it's just probably going to range up. That's what it looks like. This is a big high. Is this overnight? No, that's the yesterday's. Nothing, man. I got nothing. Other than it's bullish. I'd rather be on the buy team. Rather be on the buy squad. Yeah, I'd rather be on the buy team. I would rather do that. Might do that. 5.5, we just don't need to risk a lot. Oh no, I don't want to risk 500 bucks. No, sir. I do not want to risk that. 5 micros. 250 bucks. That I'm willing to do. Micros.
Order filled.
All right, we're in long. We're in long on gold. I think it'll continue. And I'm just going to go for a 1R to grab 200 bucks. That's what my agenda is. I'm bullish on it. If I get tricked, it happens. I don't lose everything I have. This is GC short, GC long, sorry. In at 9:43 a.m. This is A492 in a different account. To capture $200 and then be done with it. This is a 30-minute breakout. Late. In trend, protecting free space of 2. Wide. 5.5 is the width. It has gone nowhere yet. I'm going for a hard one. Hard one. And then be done. Did you take a picture? Yeah, you planted it. A492. Nice. Awesome. That's what we're doing. We might consider... So if we happen to lose that, which is totally possible, we're gonna look to be somewhere else too. Bean oil just looks like it's gonna break that overnight low for sure. I think that's right. That's looking right where it's heading right now. Allow that to snap, and I want to go long underneath it. It might take a while to get there though. It does move slower. Certainly. ES looks to be again just hanging out around its high. And we do know this is the oscillation spot, you know. It's a 50-50 chance it'll close above and under it. This is probably going to be where volume is going to be placed, and I would try to range, but it's already doing it. Any aggressive breakout, look at this, it gets stomped out. Yeah, you're right. This was about to break the high. It gets stumped. Now breaking the low. People are pissed off. I'm getting out of it. I thought it was going to break the high. I think I could break out, but I think it'll return to this area. And honestly, I'd look at the volume right now. Let's see volume at the moment. Let's see just volume just today. Just today. I just want to see just to and the overnight. And the overnight is fine too. Let's see it. Yep. All right, let's see the volume here. That's not right. You got to put minutes. Look inside the minutes, please. There we go. Okay, so it's pretty scattered. It's adding a lot of volume at this high. It was a lot in between, but this is all subject to change. The daily volume is going to look very different than what it is right now, because we're just looking at the open right now. It's only been an hour and a half. I think there's going to be a lot of, I think it might be top heavy, but I don't know. No idea. It's pretty scattered, honestly. I know that there's not much volume on this low. That's an aggression right there. It ripped from that low. That is a big deal down there. So it ranges again. Look at that. Comes down on the dot. Oh, it's that simple. Oh, we're ranging. Let's range it. Why didn't I think of that? We're at break even on gold. Gold might take a while. As far as everything else goes, it's on my agenda. I've got an interview for JOB at 11. And then I'm gonna have to. What's next? BO overnight continuation breaks high versus. I'm gonna do a little bit more research on the overnight continuation on bean oil and copper, because they works on both copper and bean oil, and I might actually do a test on multiple other symbols. Breaks high first versus doesn't break high. I thought we already discussed that. Oh, I already did that. What's the results? The middle third works better, where the high and low has not been hit yet, and then breaks, and then get into the middle third zone. Got it? In copper, It's the same thing. Don't let the high or the overnight high or low break first. We want to be in before the high or low to break for the high or low to break. 68% win rate in copper and bean oil. It just doesn't take many trades. It doesn't take many trades, dude. It takes 16 trades a year, but it's ridiculously profitable. Or you can take 60 trades a year, and instead of a 70% win rate, it's a 59% win rate. I'm just going to go with more accurate and just have a fuck ton of ideas, I guess. It's super duper accurate. Same thing in copper. 2 completely different symbols, and it works really, really well in both of them. Yeah, it's just so rare. But the overnight range trade takes a lot more trades. The overnight range has to be smaller than normal, which it was not today. But it would have worked, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it have worked? The ES? Or sorry, bean oil? I think it would have worked. What does that trade do? Wait for the overnight high or low to break, and then place the sell stop order for the middle third to get sliced through. And that's exactly what happened today. You're supposed to apply that on overnight ranges, which are smaller than average, and then this one was just slightly above average. So we're not supposed to do it, and we didn't. Ended up working really well, though. All right, overnight low has been broken on soybean oil. Isn't that right? It has been broken. Boom, it has broken. We're going to go long underneath here, underneath this pivot. We're going to go long at 64. I'm happy with that. I'd be totally fine with that. 64.
Order rejected.
Why? Why is it rejected? Oh, there we go. We can place it. I'm willing to do that. Basically, this thing look at the daily chart. It's so aggressive. That thing is like really, really aggressive to the downside. That's what that bar looks like. It was all green at one point. It was all green. And now what is it? It's pure red, pushing on the low with a huge topping wick. That is a bearish signal to all higher time frame people. And what would I do? Go long. Why? Because I just generally, when the market tells me to do something, I usually think it's just not fucking true, bro. It's lying to me. It looks bearish. It looks so bearish, doesn't it? Just wait. Just wait. I'm telling you. Just wait the end of today or whatever. It might not look so bearish as it is now. But, yeah, we'll see. Allow this thing to break. Yeah, allow it to break. Allow it to break this low. Right now it's battling. If I can get it at 60, I'd be happy. But I could be wrong. Could be wrong, man. I could be wrong. Yeah, ES has got to break that high, dude. Come on. Come on, buddy, old pal. You can do it. Any other ideas? Yeah, I'm trying to do this mean reversion versus trend thing and play the probabilities, but there's just no edge. It's just so random. It's truly like looking at the dice, people rolling dice, and it's like, oh, there's been 4 6s in a row. No way it's going to be another 6. It really doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't have memory. It could easily be another 6. It has still the 1/6 chance of happening. And I'm trying to say, like, no way it will. And a lot of times it does not work. It does work because a lot of times it just doesn't roll a 6. You know what I'm saying? In my case, a hard trend. Hard trends are very rare. And if it does it twice in a row, I happen to think like, no freaking way it's going to do it again. And it's slightly above average that it won't happen again, but it's not something I don't know. I just don't trust it that much. It's not consistent. It should never freaking happen, you know? But whatever. So I'm not sure about that. I really am not. So I'm going to put that on hold. There's a couple other ones. There is... I'm not sure on that one. It is technically works. It trades 40 times a year, but it worked really well last year. But the year before that, 2023, it was flat. So I'm not sure I want to start it. I'd rather see something that worked really, really well and then it's flat last year, saying that, all right, it's gonna be profitable this year. So I'm kind of not sure about that one, which is it's just a breakout on the ES where it doesn't break the it doesn't break the power hour range until the next morning at 8. I mean, it had all night to break, but it didn't break until freaking 8:30 in the morning at the open. We're saying that the open basically is leaving off where the power hour left off, and we assume breakouts. And most of the time it's a fake out, but when it does break out, it rips. It goes 5, 6R and a lot of points, so you could trail and add if you wanted to. And it did work out really well. But it's a really low win rate. Most of the time it does fake. So that's on hold. It does work. It's tested and it works both years. But like I said, it was really rocking and rolling last year. Killing it last year. And I'm not sure if I really want to start the system when it's been killing it. I just don't know. I'd rather have some type of drawback and then start it. That's what I'd rather do. But I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm not having that one on hold. And then agriculture products seem to have a power hour as well. So when our highs and lows created, this is when highs and lows are created by symbol. And you see that bean oil, 36% of the time at the close we see the high and low created 24% of the time. 24% of the time in the morning. More often the high and low is made, high or low is made in the afternoon. But the overnight you can see consistent amongst the symbols. Overnight gives you, a 25% chance that the overnight low or high, the overnight extremity, will be the extremity on the day. There is a 25% chance of that happening across the board. You can see ES and CL only have a 17%, which is under normal, while Aussie dollar, Japanese yen have 34%, which is higher than normal. But pretty much all of them have a strong open and a strong close. Pretty much all symbols. Agriculture products have a stronger close. More than, really a lot of the time, 40% of the time, in the afternoon, it creates the high or low. So that's what we're working with on bean oil right now. It might create another high and low. We'll see. I'm guessing it will. Look at it get bought up a little bit here. I missed that purchase. I definitely missed that. Missed that one. I'm going to wait. It might just get bought up right now. ES is ripping. I don't think it'll keep on going. I'm going to allow it to rip. Gold, we're negative $40 right now in gold. We are risking 200 something. I should do risk reward right now. This low. 56.1. $260 risk. 10.4. That looks even better to me right now. I'm going to go long more, and I'm going to trail my stop. Are you sure? No. I'd go in long. You're supposed to go in long more, friend. All right, I'm in long more. I'm going to have to trail my stop. 250. All right, 58.9 is my stop now. 58.9. We just trailed it. 58.9 is right here. Bam to bam. Pretty much on that low. We have trailed it, but our target is much closer. Now we can achieve $200 a lot quicker because we're double sized. It looks good. Anytime it flips like that, I think it looks good. I think so. And we are risking the same amount of money. Don't worry about that one. I like that. We have a PIS at 50% PIS. When it went 0R, it has gone 0R, I know. Are you sure you want to do that? Yeah, we're just slicing the zone pretty much in half. From $260 risk, which is 10 apples, to 10 apples risk again. Same 10 apples risk. My reward just dropped from 1R. Change target from 1R to hard one. Sorry, hard one, my bad. Hard one to what? What's your target now? $63.7. Mark that. 63.7. About a 0.25R now. All I need is a 0.25R to a hard 0.25R to make from 8 apples reward to 8 apples reward. Still, reward is 8 apples. You could easily hold on, obviously, if it gets up there, but I'm going to get out. $200 is what's going to happen for me. 10 apples risk for 8 apples reward. It's gone, it's getting there. It's gone 0R still with a 25% pivot in the zone. 25% pivot in the zone. And holding. I'm going to cancel the bean oil trade. I think, oh shoot, why does it cancel all? I just want to cancel all on that. I don't, and that symbol, not my gold. Now I have to fucking set it all up again. What was this one? 58.9, yep. Yeah, I'm risking $245 to make 215. I could probably make it more than that, but I don't. What's the point? I thought we have a plan here. What's your plan? To make $200. Then why are you making it 250? All right, dude. Just chill, bro. Just chill, dude. This guy has no chill. I've lost a lot, bro. That's why I have no chill. I've lost a lot of money in my life, and I don't want to lose anymore. So don't fuck with me. So I think ES is probably going to look like it once they break higher and then just come on right back down and oscillate around this high. Rather bullish on the day, though. Yeah. Yep. It is remarkable that the overnight high gets popped, or sorry, the overnight low gets popped, and then bam, it breaks the overnight high, and it's still only a 50-50 chance if it's going to close above that high versus below that high. 50-50. Someone's there making odds already. It's literally 50-50. Wow. Well, based on my back test, which my back test could be, plenty of different numbers cross the screen on my back test. This one just happens to be literally 50%. So I just find that funny. I think bean oil setting up for a great push upwards. It's looking so bearish. In my case, I would get out at here. If it goes all the way down to here, I'm just freaking out. I would take pretty much this entire area as my long. Playing with big fat zones. Gold, can I trail my stop more? Just let it, if it breaks the high of day, then I will. Did it break the high of day already? Yes, it did. Gosh darn it. Then I'm going to have to trail it a little more. I'm going to trail to this open. If it breaks that open, I think it'll break that anyways. 59.9. My risk just deflated to 165 now. 6.6 apples risk here. Open Piz. When I went 0.25 R. From 10 apples risk to 6.6 apples risk. There you go. That's my goal. No, honestly, I dream of a day where trading is just my job and it doesn't take so much brain power. I just kind of am old, I'm with glasses, and I'm bald, and I'm just, this is what I do. Oh, yeah, that's what I do. And it doesn't have to be so emotional. It doesn't have to be so up and down. It doesn't have to matter so much. In fact, it's boring. And that's why I would like some type of artistic, super artistic, like artsy woman. You know what I'm saying? Because this job is the opposite of artsy. It's like fucking all logic and stats and bullshit. I wish it was the other way around, dude. Trust me. I wish it was more artsy and just go with the flow. And what are you feeling? I would love that. But I just don't think that's the case. I've been going with the flow. Oh, I'm just the single loser? No way. It's just, I think people go with the flow, you lose. Because what are you really trading? I trade what I see, and I trust myself, and I lose. That's just not it. I did everything I could to have flow work for me, and I just don't think it works. I wish it did, dude. Trust me. That's why I tried that first. That's why I tried to go with the flow first. Whereas just trade what you see, shoot to get hot, shoot to stay hot, and you really just have to worry about position sizing. Position sizing doesn't freaking matter when you have negative edge. You want to see it? This is my chart with Position sizing. Off. This means I'm risking the proper, perfect amount. You want to see it with it on? It's ridiculous. I'll show you if it with it on. It's absurd. Just saying. I'm just saying. My own sizing is up and down like a motherfucker, but it's okay. I'm just showing. Just showing, okay? Yes, position sizing's important. But if you have no edge regardless, it doesn't matter what your position sizing does. I'll show you. There you go. The orange line is my own sizing. My own sizing. You can see it's way aggressive. You can see that I have way more volatility up and down. And sometimes, like right in this area, I'm like, all right, I'm doing normal sizing. I'm sticking to my rules. But then I decide to say, fuck it. I'm all in. And I have big moments and big up and downs. And that's my trading. This is my trading for the past month discretionarily. And you see my own sizing is the orange line. Strip position sizing away and you have the blue line. Strip it away. Have no emotional position sizing. You mean you're risking one contract every time. You're risking the normal apples, whatever it is. Normal apple amount. And that's what I did. And you see, it just doesn't work, dude. It's random at best. It's random at best. This is flow. This is me trusting myself. This is me seeing what I see. Take what I see. No hesitations. Don't ask questions. I got it. I'm rolling with it. It doesn't work. Maybe I give more sample size? No. I'm tired of it. It just doesn't fucking work, man. I'm so... it's just unfortunate. Sorry. It just sucks, man. It's okay. We learn and move on, and we have to adapt and change. Otherwise, we're not going to continue doing this. You can see my own position sizing. I'm getting lucky on my wins that we're holding this line. It's just negative edge, dude. Negative to random edge. I would count this random. If this is not negative edge. This is random edge. Random. Negative is a, you know, an uptrend or a downtrend. Whichever direction. So that is not anything more than random. So what am I doing now? I'm just not really trading my system. I'm just trading to make $200. And I'm trading what I see and just be done right away. I'm going for a 0.25 R. Literally a 0.25 R. That is tiny, man. Really tiny. And then I'm done. I don't know if that'll work. No idea. No idea if that'll work. But then I have my other setups that are doing its own thing. So, yeah, I mean, 16 trades a year is nothing. That's nothing, dude. Has a really good win rate. Just rarely trades. We just have to have way more setups. Yeah. Oh yeah, I found one that's really good. So the overnight open is 30 minutes. The overnight open is 5 to 5:30 for me. If it's more than a 9-point range, which is large. Normal is 7. So it's even more than normal. More than average. Simply use the middle third as a zone. Whichever 33rd gets hit first, we take. On both last year and the year before that, it's a 67% chance for a 1R. And these are big bars. This is not like a bunch of slippage and stupid bars like that. We're waiting for the 1730 opening bar to print. So it's not like crazy. 30 minutes has already done its thing, you know? The opening of the ES, especially Sunday nights, things can light up. We're not in that. We're waiting for that to happen. And we take uses R30 R75 to R25 as a target. Remember, this doesn't. Got it. Okay. So whichever we ask that it doesn't range. That's what we're saying. We ask that it does not range on the ES. So that's definitely my open. It trades how many trades per year? Not that many. It happened to lose barely to this last night. That's why I tested it. Like, wait a second, what happens on these big bars? And essentially, we see here to here, and we actually use 75 lines instead of 33rd lines. We use 70 quarter lines. I'm gonna bring all my systems back to 33rd lines. Doesn't matter. I want to have them all the same. And hold on, I got a call. Alrighty, we're back, and gold is coming back down. Wow. We just can't do it today, huh? One tick away from target. Interesting. Very, very interesting. That is riveting right there. Oh, man. We just couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. One tick away from fucking exit. Yeah, I'm getting out, dude. You really want... Your stop should be break even if it's one tick away. Come on now. One tick away, dude? Your stop should be at break even. You should just get out now. Instead of having risk on the board. But I'm having risk on the board. I'm just leaving my stop and target where it is. I just find it really unfortunate. So I'm set to lose $100. Fine. Or make 200 if it rallies somehow. So I'm leaving it be. ES definitely looks like it's going to cook down. It's going to break this low. I would assume so. There is a holding level here that I would say is a zone. Not sure if it'll work because I don't have any stats on it, but in my opinion, that is an obvious rally base rally. I'd probably bunt it, to be honest, because underneath it, it's the real deal. Probably bunt that. I'd rather be bearish. Look at that push. Oh, I might not need it. Sweet, we've got a good chance of hitting target now. Interesting, gold. Nice push. Good work, gold. You got it, gold. You can do it, man. I believe in you. All right, this thing's plummeting. In general, what I would like to do is buy this zone. I usually like to, but I usually lose. So I am going to bunt this zone. Yep. I know, bro, it blows, but that's what I'm going to do. That is what I'm going to do. We'll wait for gold a little bit. I don't know what's going to happen with that one. 5.25. 5.25 MES. So you do one mini. One mini there, yeah. And then we're done. Yeah, then we're done because I have to do an interview. And I got to do what's next on my priorities. Brainstorming when, because agriculturists have their own power hour. Analyze what we can do with that. Because they do get wild right at the end of the day. In the last hour. What can we do to that combined with the overnight? Peasants can hang out in the agriculture overnights. The big guys can't. I think they can't. There's such low volume, but the prices do move.
Order filled.
Target hit, target hit. Nice. We don't have to trade again. We're done. Nicely done. Somehow gold did it for me. You can see it came all the way back. I was about to get stopped, and it rallied again. Who the hell knows, man? Target hit on that. It's pushing. It is pushing. That one's done and over with. A192. It's over now. I am down on my discretion is good, but everything else is not right now. I do not have, no, I don't have the whole dashboard set up quite yet because I haven't perfected exactly what I'm going to do. I only have 5 setups and I just limited them. I just found that I have such a higher win rate if I limit the trades, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to choose that every time. What I'm going to do is find more setups that can work. And if they only work 16, 20 times a year, whatever, dude. Whatever. It's fine. It's just going to be a lot more planning in the mornings. I'm going to have to literally just plan for fucking 30 minutes. But that's fine with me if it pays, bro. Today it did not. Today it did not. And that is all noted. Okay, that's it. It's gone 0.5 hour now. Alright. That's it. Next steps. We're going to do that research on the overnight opening bar, which is just a quick trade. Really, really good win rate. Not letting it range. Not letting it range. So that's what we'll do next. But that's later. Alright, mate. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow is... I might not do tomorrow. No, I will. It'll just be a later session. Alright, peace, mate.